This conference will now be recorded.
Is my screen visible clear? Is my
Yeah, months. Yeah, months.
it's clear, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. So yeah, today we will see still more concepts like more to just start. We cannot directly jump into the swimming pool, right? So for that we have to do some warm up exercises and all, and then only we can start our swimming session. In the same way, to learn Tosca also, you have to learn the prerequisites or pre-concepts that you have to understand. Then we can start diving into this Tosca pool. Okay. So yes, today we will understand what is the difference between Java. I mean, how it differs from Java to Tosca, and what all the differences. And also, we'll see one small scenario like opening up browser and all. I'll just give you a demo how the this tool works, and then we will see a few more concepts. Okay. So model based approach. Okay, it is Java or Selenium or UFT, anything is script based approach. Okay, so there we'll be writing all the script, like these many lines of code we'll be writing, but whereas in Tosca we'll just have to give the I mean what I mean, inputs in your model. Okay. What is model? Model is nothing but a module that you try to capture everything. Okay. In the module. So what is model based approach is, however the data is flowing, right? Based on the data, you start modeling all your test cases. Okay. That is all about model based approach. However your data is flowing, based on that, you start creating your test cases. And if you see, the basics of Tosca is, so everything I can say it's like a heart, okay, heart of the Tosca. So this section is called as heart of the Tosca. So whatever you have to do, right? If you can capture all the web elements of this in this module properly, then your test case runs perfectly. Okay, so that is why module is called as heart of your Tosca. Okay, we'll see little differences between Tosca and Selenium. So yes, coming to the types of application, Tosca and Selenium, you have Tosca supports almost all types of applications, whereas Selenium has its own drawbacks. Okay, it can only support web application. Yes, Tosca is a paid license. Still, there are so many people who are ready to, I mean, take up this tool because it is easily, I mean, you can easily learn it, and there's not much effort for you to create the test cases. And automation type, in Tosca it is model based automation. In Selenium it is code based automation. Yes, scripting, absolutely, I'm repeating it again and again. Tosca doesn't need any scripting language. Even if you don't have any scripting language prior, you can directly jump, like take a 15 days course of Tosca, either from Tricentis site or from wherever you want. Okay, and then start you with your AS1, which is a basics and which is called as a foundation for Tosca. You can get it, and you can start writing. I mean, you can start building your test case. Okay, so when you start building your first test case in Tosca, right, you will feel, oh, this is very simple. Okay, I can do anything. So that level of confidence you can get it when you start learning about Tosca. And yes, Selenium has multiple scripts. Yeah, you have to understand what is Selenium. I mean, what is Java, what is a Python or C sharp. So these languages has some basics you have to understand. Okay. If Selenium has some, you have to put some effort, like you have to at least sit for 1 month of time, practice first C, Python or Java, and then come learn Selenium. Okay, whereas in Tosca directly you can learn the tool. Yes, API testing is possible. If you see the tool, there's an option called API testing. Here you can load whatever, I mean, all the API scans and all, and you can validate, you can create your test cases, and you can see, you can create your test cases and you can develop your test cases. Okay. And test data management, yes. Here, if you see, let me open this. This is a tool I'm showing you. There's a concept called test case design. Okay, this all covers in AS2. Okay, so what happens in here is you can create your test sheets, you can create whatever you want here, and you can play around. If you let me show this here, a test sheet is something similar to the Excel sheet. Okay, I have to create few. Let me create. Okay, if you see my test sheet will be like this. Oh, and for this, okay. See, this is how I have designed this. Okay, so based on this, you can start playing around all this. I mean, test data. You can put up all your test data here only and fetch it in your test case design place. Okay. Yeah, and reusability of test cases, yes, it is highly reusable once you create one module, one particular module for like on the total page, like for a whole this page, you create only one module and one module. Yeah, one module, and then you can keep on using the same module again and again for all the test cases. Okay, so that is called reusability. And also here you have a concept called libraries, where you can create the library and start reusing them. Okay, and exploratory testing can be done in Tosca. Yes, you can do the exploratory testing, but in Selenium it is not possible. CI integration, yes, you can it will support other CI tools like CI/CD pipeline and all, whereas in Selenium it can only support Jenkins. Okay, here in Tosca we have Dex called as continuous integration, like distributed execution is called Dex, and it can also support CI/CD. It can also support Jenkins. All these continuous integration tools Tosca can support. Yes, QC and Jira integration is possible with Tosca. Yes, if you see, you can integrate with the help of one add-in. You can integrate QC and Jira, and directly whatever test cases or execution list that you have created, the execution status will be directly updated on your ALM or Jira with the help of that add-in you have. Okay. And suppose, yes, this is a very good thing from Tricentis. There's a separate portal like support.tricentis.com, where if you have any query, you can directly go and post it there, and you will get lots of answers. Like it's a forum where all the like-minded people, like who are all working on Tosca, will be sitting there. I mean, will be there on the Tricentis portal, and they'll be like giving you the answers immediately. Okay, if suppose your project acquires this licensed version from your from Tricentis, right? Tricentis will take that effort. It will ask in prior. Okay, so do you need any help from Tricentis? If so, if at all you say yes, your project manager decides that you want some support from Tricentis, they'll surely assign one person from Tricentis team, saying that he'll be the point of contact for any issues. Like he'll be like an admin. He'll give you the access for all the workspaces, and he, if you have any issues or any any resolutions that has to be done from Tricentis, he'll be the point of contact. You can contact him at any time, like a customer support executive. He'll be there with you. Okay, so that kind of support you can get from Tosca. It's very good. Even if you're stuck, right, you can directly go jump into the support portal. Let me show the support portal. You can jump into the support portal and just say, oh, I am not able to get this. Can you someone help? Okay, let me log in quickly. So this is one support portal. If you see, if you're not able to get anything, I can simply say AS1. And if all the AS1 related questions and all will be coming up here. See, see, this is a condition and this is a situation and this is a solution. What you needs to be done. So this kind of support you can get it from Tricentis. Okay. So if you're stuck, I mean, what is that? Installation issue. Installation issue. It will ask, I mean, see all the different types of errors they are getting. So if you are trying to set up a troubleshoot on dex server, what is happening, what are the steps to follow, everything will be clearly given in the support portal. Okay, so you can always have that, I mean, this thing you can go and just search in the support portal. Okay, so that level of confidence Tosca is actually putting up because it want its tool to be in the market leading. So that is the reason it is taking so much of effort to make everyone comfortable who's using Tosca. Okay, and Selenium, you have to just go around and play something in the Google, and then whatever the answers might come, you can try it. Okay, and yes, coming to the framework, it's already the inbuilt framework. Okay, so there is no need for absolutely there is no need for you to create any framework. Okay, whereas in Tosca you have to write like 15 to 25 lines of code or 150 or 250 based on your framework design. You have to design framework is nothing but a standard subset. Like suppose if you have to log in, right, you have to follow these steps. So that kind of instructions or that kind of programming will be there in the framework. Okay, so it will be unique. It depends upon what framework you want to pick up. It might be like uh, test data driven or behavioral data driven or something else data driven. Based on that it will be doing. Okay, and coming to object library, yes, we do have a server. We can store all the large scripts, any number of scripts in the server. Okay, it cannot in Selenium. It lacks that. You cannot store large data object libraries. Okay, and reporting, yes, if you see there's a here whatever you are getting, right, you can generate the reports. Let me show you. I'm not sure. See, this is one kind of report that is generated from my Tosca execution list. Okay. Yeah. So this kind of reports you can generate from Tosca, whereas in Selenium you cannot get it. And Tosca can also have, I mean, perform SAP impact assessment. You can also do data warehouse testing. You can do exploratory management. All these things can be done in Tosca. So all in all, Tosca is like a one tool. You go, you can play around with any kind of feature that you want. Okay, and that is a reason it is a licensed tool because you have access to so many things. So that is the reason. And also there is a saying, only if you invest it you have the interest, if you don't invest you don't have the interest. So maybe based on that also Tosca has put it the license as a I mean cost effective. Okay, and also speed compared to Selenium, yeah, it is very speed. Okay, so now let us quickly see one small I mean one small script where you can understand what is happening. Okay,
Mansa, quick question.
yes, yes, please.
What is mean by exploratory testing?
Sorry,
Uh, Exploratory testing?
I did not get. I mean, do we have
No,
any knowledge on exploratory testing?
yeah. You were telling about the Tosca advantages, right? So
Yeah.
you told like exploratory testing can be done. So this is the first time I'm just listening that. So I just want to know what is meant by exploratory testing.
Okay, you want to know what exploratory testing is.
Mm-hmm.
Exploratory testing is nothing but where I mean, you learn, you test and you design, execute everything at a time. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose there might be a scenario where you don't know, I mean, you don't have any UI ready. Okay. It's like you have to analyze and you have to discuss, right? For that, this exploratory testing comes into the picture. I mean, you
Okay.
have to learn how the UI is, and then you have to start creating your test cases. Okay, so that is called as exploratory testing.
It means like without having the application ready and preparing the test cases for that.
It's not like that. It's an approach where often like simultaneously learning, testing, test design, execution, everything. It focuses morely on discovery. Okay, discovery and guidance. Okay,
Okay.
kind. It's not kind of like where UI is not present. It's not like that. It might be a scenario where you have to like discover. Suppose UI is already present and something is coming up. For that you have to analyze the test cases and also simultaneously create the test cases. So for that it is exploratory testing is there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one more question. And
Yeah.
you also said like it supports the CI tools, right? So what was the CI tools?
CI is a continuous integration. Okay. So what in
Okay.
general what happens is development nowadays as an agile process, development and testing will go side by side. Okay. So what
Okay.
happens is developer has done something and he has deployed into the development environment. Okay, and you have to test it, like you have to test the regression suite, like regression testing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it should not affect the previous functionalities. You have to ensure that it is not the new functionality which the developer has developed. It is not affecting the old functionality. For that, what you do a regression testing. Okay, so if you have to, for every new feature that is coming up, everything, if you have to do a new regression testing, right? It might be little difficult for you, okay, manually. So for that, what we do is we generally set up a regression suite, like whatever might be the new feature, these are the things that it has to run at any point of time. Okay, so once the new feature is coming up, what we will do is we will set up this continuous integration like dex, where we will see it is an unattended execution. Okay, you will set up a program saying that this particular execution list has to run on this particular time. Okay, so this is the
Mm-hmm.
execution list. So I will say this execution list has to run daily, like 7 p.m. If I say daily new feature is coming, so daily I have to run the regression suite. So that I'll set up a distributed execution program saying that at 7 p.m. daily IST, I have to run these many test cases. So without any manual intervention, you no need to go and click on run here. Okay, automatically tool only will automatically run all these test cases and it will give you the result. Once you are back tomorrow, you are back to office, you can see the result, once at a time. So that is called distributed execution. And distributed execution, it's a very big concept, we will understand slowly. We have the topic covered in our syllabus, don't worry, I'll explain it in the later stages.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Mansa.
Yeah. Any other questions still here? Any other questions? Priya, you still have your question? I see your raised hand.
No, no. Let me.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, fine. Yeah, let us see a simple test case. Like it will launch the browser and then it will click on login. It will enter the details. Okay. So it's opening the URL. You click on login and you give the parameters and click on login, and then now it goes and clicks on logout. Yeah, it's pretty simple to see. Okay, if you see the script also, it is very simple. See, did I make any effort writing any lines of code? I just gave whatever needs to be done here. That's it. Like input, action one, input. That's it. So this easy is our Tosca tool. Yes, but yes, you might get few challenges where you have to, you have to understand the tool. Once you understand the tool very quickly, right? then it's like a cakewalk for you to do anything in a Tosca. Any questions, any queries here? Okay, so let us quickly discuss this part today. Just let me know if the screen is not visible or something. Okay, so if you see, it's a model-based test automation and it will support more than 120 technology specific adapters. Okay, so what are the different adapters? Like mobile is one adapter, sorry for that. Mobile is one adapter, Java is one application. Adapter is nothing but application, you can think. Okay, and this is PDF, databases, file content, REST JSON. So it's like any technology you can pick, almost all the technologies Tosca will develop, support, and you can automate your test cases on that. Okay, so that is what we are actually trying to help you out. Yes, if you see, these are the Tosca suite components that are important. Okay, if you see, this is a repository, there's a commander, there's an executor. Based on what execution you are doing, it's a web-based HTML or Java, TCP, SAP, anything. Okay, you have an executor, and based on the executor, there's a system under test. I'll explain what a system under test today. And there's a wizard, and you have different engines for different executors. Yes, obviously there should be the separate engines, right? So this is how you can say the Tosca components are. So this is called as architecture of Tosca. So if you see all these things, you can see on your tool. So Tosca commander, let me show you the Tosca commander. This is the Tosca commander. Okay, so Tosca commander is a place where you write your test case, create your test case, execute your test case, do all the requirements, uh, do all the test design sheet also. Okay. So, and coming to the repository, right? Repository is a place where Tosca commander will put an effort to put all this, whatever you have done in the Tosca commander, all these things will be saved in the repository. License server will help us to see whether we have license or not. If there is no license, to give an, error message, all these things, license regarding things, all will be given in the license server. Okay, and coming to AUT is nothing but system under test. We'll explain it today. And yes, you have a wizard, you have a scan wizard. You will understand what is scan wizard when you start scanning. And test cases, modules, test case design, execution, requirements, and configuration. So these are the architect. This is the architecture of Tosca. And see, if you see, this is our Tricentis Tosca life cycle. So we have test case designs. Design, and we design the test cases here. We create the modules. I told you already that module is the heart of the Tosca. Okay, so you can build your test cases. You can run your execution lists. You can generate the reports, apply the requirements. Everything can be done in the Tosca life cycle. And if you see, all these are represented with the color which are present in your Tosca. Okay, Tosca tool. So if you see, modules are in orange color. If you see, modules are in orange color. Okay, and if you see, red color, test case design. So red color is a test case design. Here is apply requirements. So I'll show you the requirements. See, the requirements is in yellow color. So report generation. So report generation is here somewhere. I'll show you later stages. Execution list. So if you see, this is the execution list and it is in the green color. Okay. So this is all, depends upon how. And now today we will see how to, what exactly is a module and how we are going to get this module. Before that, you have to understand what is SUT. Okay, yesterday I have told you, so this is the tool that, this is a website, or this is the what we'll be playing around. Okay, so I would request everyone, I'll give you this URL. I would request everyone to get registered over this. Okay, so give email ID so that this has to be remembered for your total end to end. I mean, total this class is completed. Okay, so I would request give a email that you can remember and password also. So these are the two important things that you want, and rest things you can give whatever you want. Okay, there's not, I mean, no hurry like you have to give only your first name or last name, anything. Okay, so I'll just give this URL here. I would request everyone to go ahead and start creating your account. This is called the application which we will be working is called system under the test. So SUT, this is the short form is SUT. Once you register, try to log in. So this is a one thing that you have to do before we jump into. I mean, before I really explain what exactly the module is, I would request everyone to please go ahead and start creating your account with by registering into this account. Can I know if anyone is attempting this or you want to do it in the later? So is anyone doing it? Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, Priya. Done. Okay. I see most of you have done. Okay. Yeah. So here we have understood this part. Okay. System under test. Okay. So what I would request is once you have registered, right, log into this and just explore what is under books, what is, I mean, how things are flowing, like how are the things flowing, like once you click on apparels, um, once you click on apparels, once you add it to your cart, what is happening of that, how can you go inside and how can you play the payment, all those things I would request everyone to do. Okay, today pause the session, please go ahead and explore this system under test. Okay, that is the task for today. So this is called SUT, and we will see what is automation model and what is a module in our test. Okay, so I'll quickly just make one module for you. So module is nothing but we are trying to capture all the technical information that is present on our website. Okay. So you generally do it in Selenium or Java. You generally try to grab those things with the help of XPath or something. Here I just click on this and capture all these things. Okay. So this is how I can simply capture everything and just save it. Okay, I save this and now I'll try to create one test case with this. So one sec. Oh, it's not saved. Let me quickly capture again. So this is how you start developing your test cases. Okay. So I click on this website. I'll explain you how to do all those things. Don't worry about it. Just understand how this tool is working. Okay, this is done. Let me. So now I just have to click on here on the login link, right? So I just give the action as click. And if I run this, let's see what happens after I run this. See, it's going and clicking on this and the login page is coming up, right? So whatever you are doing, right, you have to capture everything, whatever we capture on this. I mean, there are different ways you can capture, okay? So there are 5 different ways you can capture it. I'll tell you in the latest tomorrow's session. So this is how you capture all the elements of this page and put it, save it in your module section and then drag and drop on your test case section and perform whatever you want it, okay? So there is a method how you have to do or what you, I mean, how you can do it, how can you design your test case and all, okay? So for that you have to understand this is what module and this is how you create your test case, okay? So technical information, everything will be saved. How you capture all the information we will see in the later stages, okay? And you feed the data in the test case. That is what I did, right? So this is the same. So this is the application. Suppose you have make, engine, performance, everything here in the application. And if you have to write the script, this is how you write the script. But whereas when you come to the automation modules, so this is how you create a model of the application. Like suppose this page is all about vehicle application or vehicle data, so my name will be vehicle data, and see all these things are captured like this, like make, engine performance, number of seats, and usage, okay? So if you see, there's a difference between each and every thing that you capture, okay? So a represents a annotates, like it is a text box, and here if you see a drop down, fuel is a drop down, so this is a drop down symbol. And if you see, next is a button, okay is called as button. So if you see, the same things will appear on your, so these are the links, okay? These, by seeing this you can understand, okay, this is the link. Let me show you few more things here. See, this is a text box and this is a button. So just by seeing this model only, you can understand what kind of I mean property or element is that on my application, okay? So that is how we create the models or modules. And yes, we map it like this. We just drag and drop onto a module onto our test case, and then we start giving the inputs, like what is the make, what is the make, what is the input, 200, what is the year, all those things you start giving it, okay? And yeah, this is the same way you can automate for SAP, Salesforce engine, ServiceNow application, anything. For anything you have to do, the first main thing you have to do is you have to create your module. Even if you are doing an API scan, API testing, for API testing also you have to create your API modules. Only then you can start creating your test cases, okay? So for anything, it is the same thing, same. You have to create a module, okay? So I don't want to dig more about these modules because you get confused. I want everyone of you to get the tool access. So you can connect with my team. They will provide you the license. You can get the license, and or we'll decide, okay, either my team will provide or should I provide. Based on that, you just connect with my team on the license part and the tool part. They will guide you. So once we get the license and all, everybody will sit together and start first downloading this tool, and then we can go ahead and start designing the modules together, okay? So this is the basics of how you create a test case and how the modules are created, okay? So this is
Do we
all.
need to download the tool before tomorrow's class, or how it is, Mansa?
No, 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 Priya. You have to connect with my team. I'll
Mm-hmm.
explain you how to download the team, how to download the tool and everything. Don't worry about it. Only for license part, just connect with my team. They will give the
Okay.
license. and then based on the license, then we can go ahead and we can do it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can just speak up. Otherwise, this is what I have for today's session. We can jump on to tomorrow's session and we can start downloading the Tosca, give the license and all those things we can slowly start. Yes, I see there's complete silence. I say it has no questions. Yes, if we have no questions, we can wrap up for today. Thank you so much for joining today's session. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.